Just remember, whether you get kicked in the nuts, whether you get fired at work, whether you have a fight with your wife or girlfriend, always find the silver lining. Everything is always going to be good if you're using the perspectives of finding the good inside the bad. So remember, always find the silver lining.
Always find the silver lining with Jon Anderson. Very true. It's so easy for us as human beings to just flip to the negative, stay in the negative, and live in the negative. It's hard to move to the positive. It's hard to find the positive in a negative moment. But as Jon said, you can't have love without hate. You can't have yes without no. So when there's something bad happening, try to lean into the positivity of the moment. That's what we're leaning to today here with Jon Anderson's lifestyle moment. And right now we're bringing up Jorie, and we're shaking. Jorie, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm awesome. We've been breaking down the science of the world's strongest man, Eddie Hall, and Johnny was talking about the food that this guy must eat, Jorie, to be the world's strongest man. And we know that we're eating a lot of protein to be the world's strongest man. Today, let's dive into the topics of protein around this idea of plant-based, different types of protein, plant-based versus animal-based. And Jorie, you and me, kid, we know John and Marty are big fans of animal protein. We know that Johnny eats more meat than most of us probably can eat in a whole lifetime. But here's
he calls it flesh. He calls it
flesh, yes. But here's where things get interesting, and we've got some strong opinions and maybe a few surprises along the way. Jorie, let's get into this question for you. Can sorry, Marty, sorry, Johnny, I'm going to throw Jorie up here, and I'm going to stand next to her with my muscles and support her. Can plant-based protein actually be superior, or can it be as good as flesh? Jorie Janzen.
So it's going to depend. And I know that's going to be like, oh, every dietitian.
No, as Christina would say, it's not an or, it's an and. So good.
It is an and. So yes, it can be just as. I don't think it's superior. And so here's the evidence. And if you would have asked me, even 5 years ago, I would have said, absolutely not. It's way too challenging. You can't do it. It has to be animal sources. But the evidence isn't showing that anymore. Is it easier? It's
convenient.
It's definitely can be more convenient. The quality, high quality proteins, it's easier in terms of animal sources. Yes. But what the evidence is now showing is that plant-based proteins can be just as effective.